Hello friends, I am Professor Shivaji Walke. In today's session of Trading of Agricultural Commodity First, we are going to learn about marketing of mango. So we'll begin with introduction of mango. Mango, botanical name is an Mangifera indica, is an most important fruit crops which is also known as king of fruits. Then the main mango producing states in India are Andhra Pradesh, which is contributing nearly about 25%, then Uttar Pradesh, which is contributing nearly about 21%, then Karnataka, nearly about 10%, Bihar, nearly 10%, Gujarat, and finally Maharashtra. Maharashtra is contributing nearly about 5% of total mango production in India. Then the absence of proper marketing plans and organizational arrangement, agro-processing facility, which otherwise have high potential for indigenous production to the extent of self-sustainability, causing great concern and resistance to the local growers. So mango is an very important crops which gives exports valuable foreign currency to the Indian nations. Then there's some other activities like the mango processings, okay, which also adds to the incomes or adds to the value to the countries. Then maturity science and harvesting for mango. Fruits are generally required nearly about 95 to 115 days to the matures. Then fruit changes colors from green to pale greens, then turns to yellow. Then one or two ripe fruits fall from the plants, naturally indicating the maturity of the fruits on the trees. Okay, one or two ripe fruits fall from the plants, which is also an indication of maturity signs. Okay, then the fruits with an specific gravity with an 1 to 1.2 are said to be matured. So these are the some signs or indicators for harvesting signs. Okay, then assemblings. For the assembling of mango or for the procurement of mangoes involve the various marketing agencies like processor, then pre-harvest contractors, then contractor, wholesaler, processor, retailers. Okay, likewise these are the various assembling parties or intermediaries who involved in assembling of or procurement of these mangoes. Then the producers prefer to lease out of the orchard to the pre-harvest contractors who take care of watch and ward of crop until the maturity and then dispose to the producer themselves only. Majorly in case of mangoes, most of the farmers goes for this pre-harvested contractors. Okay, this person means before harvesting only, that producer of that mango, they have selling their products to that contractors. Okay, then these are the some reasons why they prefer this pre-harvest contractor, because high risk of spoilage of food from natural calamities. Then no assurance of higher price in a market. That's why they are selling to this pre-harvest contractor. Then delay in getting payments of produce, or because of this mango corporate required high investment or high capitals. Okay, means the various activities like the harvesting, then the spraying. For that purpose, they are taking the money from this pre-harvest contractor and finally disposing or selling that items to the pre-harvester contractor. Then pressing need of monies and immediate payments. Then high transportation cost and lack of marketing information is also one of the is also one of the reasons for selling the mangoes to these pre-harvest contractors. Okay, then here are some major assembling markets in India in case of mangoes. Andhra Pradesh is a top one or leading producers for these mangoes. In Andhra Pradesh, various markets are Vijayawada, Nizamuddin, Chittoor, Pakala, Tirupati. Okay, then Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, Saharanpur, Unno, Sitarapur, Sultanpur. In case of Maharashtra, we have Ratnagiri, Kalyan, Nashik, Kolhapur, Pune, Sangli, Solapur, Aurangabad, Gondia and Nagpur. These are the some important major assembling markets in case of mango. Okay, then next one, transportations. But before the consideration these things, mango is an perishable commodities. It requires some quick transportation facilities. Okay, then At the level of farmers, used head load, pack on animal, bullock collect, and tractor and trolleys. Then tradal are millers using by trucks, railway, and wagons. Not millers. Then processors uses some railway, then trucks and other things. And finally consumers by head load and pack animals. For export purpose, majorly air cargo used for exporting. Because before the selection of transportation means or transportation medias, farmers or that person need to consider this factor. That system should supposed to be quick and healthy for this means transporting this animals from mangoes from one place to another place. Okay, then storage. Storage is an essential for extension in consumption period of fruits relating to their supply to the markets and transportation of long distance. And storage of fruit also important due to the reason of this productions, seasonal productions, demand remain for the longer periods. Okay, so storage is an important activity in this mango marketing systems. Okay, for storage involve the various parameters or various significant that store person is supposed to be maintained, like temperature is supposed to be not more than 13 Celsius. Then there should be some relative humidity in between, ranges from 90% to 95%. Then storage period for 3 to 7 weeks, means nearly about 1.5 months only. Okay, then freezing points -1 degree Celsius. Some common storage structures used in India, like simple storage structures at producer level itself, means just harvesting that mangoes and placing it in one place. Then closure chambers. Okay, sometimes they use some chambers. Okay, means closed chambers means like same like pre-cooling chambers. Once steel structures or one stick structures in that this produce are stored. Then finally cold storage. Cold storage for the purpose of storing these mangoes for increasing the shelf lives. Temperature ranges between 0 or -degree to nearly about 5 degrees Celsius. Okay. Then grading. What are the different parameters or cases for gradings? According to the AgMark standards, mango are classified into extra class, class 1, class 2 and class 3 mangoes. Okay, in this class 1 mangoes, the size nearly about weight nearly about 300 gram each mangoes. Okay, mangoes must be superior qualities. They must be free-form defects with an exemptions of very sunlights. Then superficial defects provided those do not affect the general appearance of this produce and keeping quality of this preservations in a packaging. So these factors are considered during the grading the mangoes in first class grades. Okay, then second one, class first, slight defects in a shapes, and then slight skin defects and due to rubbering and sunburns. Then in class seconds, defect in a shapes, skins, then is slight skin defects due to the rubbering and sunburns. Then some also graded like grade A plus, which is majorly for the purpose of exporting. The size ranges between the 300 to 350 grams. Then A grade, B grade, C grade, D grades. Likewise, also mangoes are graded. Okay. Then packaging. In case of for packaging of this mangoes, some methods like conventional packaging and modern packaging. In conventional or in all the traditional methods, wooden boxes, then bamboo boxes, jute gunny bags, basket made and woven strips and leaves are used for the packaging of mangoes. Then modern packaging include cardboard, plastic cards, poly bags, flexible made, then plastics, jute such as bag in small sacks, then net, then plastic crates, the pellets, shipping containers, wire bag, and these are the generally used. Okay, and this one CAP, yeah, that is control atmospheric packaging materials. Okay, in that there is an facility for the aerations. Okay, these holes are provided to that box. Then that is control atmospheric packagings. Okay, in case of grain storage we have again one more CAP, that is cover and plinth method for storing the grains. And here we have another method, that is CAP, control atmospheric packagings. Okay, then distributions. For distributions of mangoes involve the various marketing agencies, like from producer to final consumers. This is an direct chains. Okay, most of the time the state governments, and they also promoting this in channels. Okay, through the Maha Mangoes or through the Apedas. Then producer, pre-harvest contractor, primary wholesaler, secondary wholesaler, retailers, and finally consumers. Then again producer, wholesaler, retailers, and consumers. Then producer, pre-harvest contractor, processor, processing, then finally consumer. Then producer, pre-harvest contractor, processor, wholesaler, retailers, and consumers. Okay, means in case of this mangoes involved this third party, that is pre-harvest contractors. Okay, then export and export potentials for mangoes. India's occupy the positions in a total productions among the mango growing countries of the world. So, okay, India is also one of the leading mango producing countries. Okay, in India's, for promoting this export, our government has established various agri-export zone. For the facilitating the exports have been established in almost mango growing areas. For example, pack house in a modern lines have been provided in all mangoes exporting with an regions. In regions like Ratnagiri and Sindhudurg in Maharashtra. So, okay, pack houses are provided. Then Navsari and Bosals in Gujarat for Alfonso mangoes. Okay, then in Latus and Aurangabad for Kesar mangoes they have provided some pack houses, and that pack houses, that vapor heat system are provided. Okay, vapor heat system. Then similarly a mango export facility centers has been established in Ratnagiri districts also. Then mango growers of Alfonso and Kesars are already being traded in a global gap requirements. Okay. Now what we learned today? Today we have seen about the marketing of mango fruit crops. Okay, then we know what are the different leading states which are top in the production of mangoes, like Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Bihar, then Gujarat and Maharashtra. These are the leading states for mango productions. Then some maturity signs and symbols when we should supposed to be harvest that mango crops. Okay, then assembling. In case of assembling, the majorly this pre-harvest contractor are dominant, because it required for that mango it required high capitals. Then farmers have not capacity to bear the risk. Okay, then some major markets in India for mango. Then transportation, what are the means and methods are used for transporting these mangoes. Okay, generally before the selecting the transportation means, we supposed to be consider the mango is an perishable commodities. It required quick transportation systems. Okay, then storage. For storing purpose, that storage person or for storing functions need to maintain this kind of character. It means temperature ranges between is supposed to be 30 degrees Celsius. Then relative humidity from 90 to 95%. Storage period between 3 to 7 hours. Week, and freezing point at minus degrees Celsius. Okay, some storage structure like simple storage, then closed chamber, cold storage, or pre-cooling chambers. So these are the some storage structures used in case of mango storage. Then grading. For grading, use class grade, extra class grade, class 1, class 2 and class 3 grades. Okay, that is also A plus, A, B, C, D's. These are the some grade standards for mango grading. Then finally packaging. For packing, we use various materials like wooden box, bamboo box, jute gunny bags, baskets. Okay, then cardboard, plastic board, poly bags, flexible sticks, plastic jute such bag small, then large bag, then plastic pellet also used. Okay, and one of the improved method, that is CAP, control atmospheric packaging method, also used in case of packing the mangoes. Okay, then distributions. What are the different channels involved in marketing of these mangoes, right? From producer to consumer, then producer to pre-harvest contractor, the primary wholesaler, secondary wholesaler, retailer, and consumers. Okay, so these are the different marketing channels. Okay, then export and export potentials. Mango have great export potentials or high valued or highly demanded in a export markets. Okay, market in a or for that facilities government is promoting this export activities through the establishing the various pack house or agri export zones in a major mango producing states. Okay, so this is about the today's session. I hope you understand. If not, please ask me. Thank you.